在叙利亚危机延宕10多年。
It is appalling to see the sheer scale of U.S. plundering in Syria, which has been going on as the country tries to emerge from a crisis that has dragged on for over a decade and the grave humanitarian crisis facing its people. There is no greater injustice than the world's wealthiest country robbing one of the poorest. The U.S. intervened in the Syrian crisis, trying to start a color revolution. Its frequent military interventions in Syria have caused great civilian casualties and inimitable economic loss. It also displaced more than 12 million people. Just last week, the U.S. military launched another round of airstrikes in eastern Syria and a string of violations against Syria's sovereignty and territorial integrity. On top of that, the U.S. has imposed harsh economic sanctions on Syria, cutting the Syrian people off basic necessities of life and blocking the country's economic development and reconstruction. Even today, U.S. troops still control Syria's oil, natural gas, and other state resources. They continue to occupy Syria's principal oil fields and have plundered more than 80% of the country's oil production. They have smuggled and burned Syria's grain stock, exacerbating the humanitarian crisis there. The U.S. should thoroughly reflect on its war-related crimes, stop its illegal military presence and operations in Syria, lift unilateral sanctions on Syria, stop stealing oil and grain from Syria. The U.S. should return to the Syrian people the freedom, wealth, and dignity that are rightfully theirs.